Throughout the videos in this module, we explore the effects of adopting new voting equipment and voting processes on voter wait time. This video discusses the general findings and considerations to keep voter wait times under 30 minutes when changes to voting processes are made. Changes to 2 voting processes are explored, with one using a paper-based process including paper poll books, hand-marked paper ballots, and centrally counted ballots submitted to a ballot box within the polling location. The second uses a technology-based process that includes electronic poll books, hand-marked paper ballots, and a digital ballot scanner. Within each of these, we explore the effect of using new voting equipment and changing the voting process to determine what adjustments are necessary to shorten voter wait times. Both voting processes are simulated assuming that voters arrive at the polling location following a pattern shown on screen. This arrival pattern exhibits a peak of voter arrivals in the morning, a reduction in arrivals at midday, and a second peak later in the afternoon. Visual representations of the 2 voting processes are currently shown on screen, with voters moving through the polling location to cast their ballots. Within the paper-based voting process, we consider the effects of transitioning from a paper poll book to an electronic poll book, and transitioning from a ballot box to a digital ballot scanner. Within the technology-based process, we compare check-in policies regarding ID at check-in, transitioning from hand-marked paper ballots to ballot marking devices, and using an alternative ballot scanner for ballot submission. The results from these analyses indicate that, as expected, transitioning to voting equipment or processes that are bottlenecks or are more time-consuming increase voter wait times and require adjusted resource allocations. Specifically, changes to the check-in process for both the paper-based and technology-based processes require additional check-in equipment to ensure that voters wait less than 30 minutes to vote. The transition from hand-marked paper ballots to digitally marked ballots requires additional ballot marking devices and ADA-compliant voting equipment to manage voter wait times. As a step with a short processing time, changes to the ballot submission process requires no additional resource allocation adjustments for either voting process. As demonstrated by the presented scenarios, it is often difficult to predict exactly how the implementation of the new voting equipment and procedures will affect voter wait times and resource allocation needs. Generally, using new voting equipment and processes offers a benefit to voters, election workers, or both, such as improved security, accessibility, or the ability to scale up or down your system. However, when planning to implement new voting equipment and procedures, it is important to note that the difference in processing time between the current and new process. Processes that will take significantly longer may require additional resources to ensure voter wait times are minimized. It is also important to consider how processes interact with each other. For instance, if the check-in process is sped up, this may cause a delay at ballot marking without an adjustment in the allocation of voting booths or ballot marking devices. Additional considerations for implementing new equipment and processes are the rates of errors and breakdowns. While new voting equipment and procedures often offer more flexibility, security, or accessibility, additional complexity may increase the rate of errors and breakdowns. It is important to understand how any increased errors or breakdowns, as well as the time required to resolve them, may affect voter wait times. This consideration may also affect plans for technician allocation and staffing. Select another video in this module to learn more.